Josh Taylor gets the knockout over Apinum Khonsong last night. A first round knockout, left hook to the rib. It was at the York Hall, London. Josh Taylor defending his WBA and IBF belt and keeping the possibility of a undisputed unification against Jose Ramirez. But let's get into the fight first. First round started a bit cagey. You could tell in the fight that they were both, looking at getting their distance on point, and they were both pouring a jab out to see what the other opponent would do. Josh Taylor looked the neater and tidier fighter, the more experienced fighter, which he was. And at times, Khonsong, after throwing his jab and then throwing a right hand, he'd miss his right hand. Taylor would spin out with his feet and have Khonsong out of balance. But, this fight only went about 2 minutes, so there wasn't a lot that you could really tell. Towards near the end of round one, maybe like a minute left, Khonsong going back to the ropes and Josh Taylor getting him really close and coming in low. As he gets in close, Khonsong throws a short, chopping downwards right hand to Josh Taylor. But in the middle of throwing it, Taylor counters with a left hook to the rib. But the knockout is so fast that you don't even know what happened. You just see Khonsong going down and he's sort of rolling over and he's definitely not getting up. But in the slow motion, you can tell it's a left hook to the rib, thrown underneath Khonsong's right hand, and it was real quick. And these small fighters, they do things so quick sometimes that it's like prap in and out, So in retrospect, Taylor, the more experienced, the more polished fighter, even though only 16 fights, did what he had to do. I'm gonna leave a link to the fight underneath in the comments. It's been uploaded by BT Sports. You can watch it in your own time. But let's look at the post-fight. So what Taylor said in his post-fight was that he said that he noticed that in studying Khonsong that he tends to swing in the clinches. So when they're up close, he will throw like a hook or a right hand in the clinch, and that's when he was aiming to counter. So that opening came really quick, and that came in the first round. What Taylor said was that they noticed that even though it only went like 2 minutes, that Apinum Khonsong was a really hard puncher. He must have threw some like a jab and some grazing punches, and they said he's a really hard puncher, hits really hard. And if you're looking at both guys, Khonsong did look big for the weight. He wasn't much bigger than Taylor, because I think Taylor's quite big for a 140 guy, but he had bigger traps and bigger arms and a little bit taller. So you could tell he's a big guy for the weight, like Taylor, but slightly bigger. After Taylor said he would like the fight to go on a little bit longer, so he could show the world what him and his trainer, his new trainer, Ben Davison, have been working on and what they've been improving on. And he also said that he wants Jose Ramirez next. He's a very good champion, but he believes he'll beat his ASS. So for those who don't know, Jose Ramirez is the WBO and WBC title holder. He fought Victor Postol about 2 weeks ago. Didn't look too good in that fight, but what Taylor alluded to was that obviously because of the current pandemic and fights being put on, cancelled, rescheduled, he may have been in training for too long and might have peaked. So that might have been why he was a little bit flat in his performance. But either way, he said he wants Ramirez next. He said the fans deserve it, and I totally agree. Let's see that next. All 4 belts: WBC, WBA, WBO, and WBC. This is MSLB, Mark Sterling's Boxing. We ain't done yet. Please share and subscribe. And for those who don't know, Jose Ramirez, normally a very exciting fighter. He won the WBO belt off Morris Hooker July 2019 with a 6th or 7th round knockout. So that's worth looking at. I'll put that fight in the comments as well. And I really look forward to this fight. Who do you think will win against Taylor versus Morris Hooker? Taylor, the slick boxer with fast feet. Jose Ramirez, definitely the fighter, the come forward fighter with the aggressive style. So I think a good fight. This is NSLB, a short one here. Mark Sterling's Boxing. Please share and subscribe. Have a good evening. Bye bye.